Okay, well, welcome. Good morning. If you're just tuning in, this is the AM show. And if you've been with us since before 6 a.m., so longer than I have, then thank you for choosing us and thank you for staying with us. It's Friday. We're super excited. The weekend is beckoning.
Yes.
Yes, and we're answering the call of the week. What are you going to be doing this weekend?
Nothing much. I'll just be home. As always, yeah. I tend to stay home on the weekend.
Israel,
relax.
oh my God. Okay,
yeah, I don't have a boring life. That's okay. Keeps me out of trouble.
Okay.
It's true.
Okay, Israel. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, remember to stay safe either ways over the weekend. Should we get into the newspapers?
Yes, let's do that. So we'll start with the Daily Graphic. I have that. So the first story, the main story on the front page, discussions on LGBTQ plus bill, tolerate opposing views, President tells the public. And there's the outcome of the interview he had with Mr. Fakai on Peace FM yesterday. So President Nana Addo Dankwa has called for civility and tolerance in the discussions on the draft anti-lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer bill. He said opposing views should be given recognition. The bill, titled The Promotion of Proper Human Sexual Rights and Ghanaian Family Values Bill 2021, was submitted to Parliament in June this year. Speaking for the first time on the bill since it was introduced to Parliament, the President said it would be a credit to the country's democracy if the issue was handled rightly. So the people have been saying that the President should make a status position on it, but President, avoided stating a position on it.
Well, he doesn't really need to. I mean, I don't think that he needs to. At the end of the day, it's going to go to Parliament, and the decision is going to be made, regardless. Obviously, he will influence. Okay, not obviously.
Well, eventually he has to assent. I think the question probably, I would have loved to have the President, will he assent to the bill?
I'm sure he will.
Well,
I'm sure he will. Can you imagine if he didn't?
He could not.
Yeah, but can you imagine if he didn't? Can you imagine what it would be like if he didn't?
Because there's pressure coming from everywhere. I mean, especially from abroad, with all these countries not happy that Ghana is pushing a bill like this. Okay, but
but I don't think he's going to stand against the majority of Ghanaians and say, we're not going to do this.
He could.
You really think so?
Yeah, he's the president. He can do it.
I don't mean in terms of whether he has the power to. I'm talking about whether you think he could make the choice to.
Yes, he can make the choice to.
As in
not assent to it.
Okay, Israel. Okay. I'm not okay.
Okay, let's move on.
So do you think he will or he won't?
I don't know.
You actually think there's a possibility?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, what makes you think that he could?
He's the president.
I know, but why would he do that? Please don't say because he's the president.
Because he can do that.
Well, he can, but why would he?
Why? Because he can do that, because he's the president.
Okay, so... Okay.
Yeah. I mean, because it could be that something else comes up between now and when he has to assent the bill, and he looks at what's at stake, and he says, okay, no, I'm not going to sign this. Or the Attorney General could advise him not to sign it.
Really?
Yeah.
I see. Just so that they're against Ghanaians. You realize that what would be for the NPP, right?
Yeah, but the president is not going to
stand again, so he doesn't really care.
Okay, but let's get on to the rest of the stories.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, he is kind of acting like he doesn't really care, though. I mean, if you go back to some of the things that he said in that interview yesterday.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with you, man. But anyways.
You don't know what's going on with the president?
Yeah, what's up? What's up, Charlie? What's up with you? Do you need us to have a chat? Do you need to talk? Do you want to meet over drinks? Do you want some coffee? I dare for you, we can meet at Vida or Second Couple. Oh. Because Charlie, the way they go, no, it's not, first, obviously, there was the Cape Coast thing. Then there was the apology, well, there's nothing really we can do about it. Then there's the, people should go and build the schools. Go and build that thing.
Say something else. I'm so sure you're going to say something else.
Like what?
We should go and
go and do what? What?
You were going to say something.
I wasn't. I was going to say people should go and build their school. Like, okay, if you are worried about it, go and do it yourself. Like, Charlie, what's up? Like, yeah, anyway.
No, but he be guy.
Well, I think he has nothing to lose at this point. And I think you can really see in his demeanor that, well, I've been here, I've done it, I've won the T-shirt, I'm out. So, yeah, basically build your own harbor and build your own classroom block. Okay. We've heard why.
Okay, let's get on with the rest of the stories.
No, I'm very bitter. I'm not ready to move on. Okay, all right, then move on.
Page 7, Kojo Bonsu, I can give NDC 10% more votes in Ashanti. So he says, I'm the key to NDC victory in 2024. The NDC can count on me, Kojo Bonsu, to deliver this 10% from Ashanti. So it's the flag bearership race of the National Democratic Congress. So Kojo Bonsu is in. We know that former Finance Minister Dr. Kwabena Dufo is also in. I'm not sure.
I'm sorry, I want to ask a question.
Okay.
This is just a question.
Yeah.
It's just a question.
Okay.
So, Dr. Dufo wants to stand.
Yeah.
The bank cases, how far?
Well, that's...
It seems like apples and oranges, right? It does seem like apples and oranges. Because you think, okay, maybe he wasn't directly involved in, in this, and, but it's, I don't know, it makes me feel very uneasy. I'm sorry. And I've had conversations with people who feel the same way. That, okay, you want to stand for president, it's fine. Since the bank collapse thing, we haven't heard anything really from you,
No, they've made it clear that they think that whatever happened with the bank collapse, it was more like witch hunt. Government didn't...
Yeah, but we also know, that aside, we know you understand.
No, because if it wasn't, so they're saying, if essentially it wasn't witch hunt, you'd expect that I would have been prosecuted by now, but...
Yeah, but we also know that the dynamics of this country and how, people... Anyway, I'm just saying that, talking about it, talking to quite a number of people about it, there's a little bit of a, I don't know.
I think the fact that we can ignore all that's happening.
Exactly. Just ignore everything and let's, say, okay, yeah, this is what we're... Exactly. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I would actually... Anyway, I guess when the campaign starts, maybe he'll talk about it more. But I actually want, to see him... talk about it before it can actually sit with me that, okay, I'm going to run for president and control the whole country. And the thing is, until the bank collapsed, he was exemplary in terms of, his records at the Bank of Ghana and everything that he had been. But it is kind of the elephant in the room, so why don't you just address the elephant in the room so all of us can move on? That's what I say.
Okay, so let's get on with the newspapers now.
Yeah, I'll try not to interrupt.
So second phase, Accra Compost Plant Commission.
Okay, so I have something to say. Just kidding.
Private schools license renewal now 3 years. Education Minister saying that. That's in the education space, you cannot use year-to-year fee payment as license. Licensing goes beyond fees, and that then couples the fee payment from licensure. An MPP 2024 flag bearer race process must be free, fair, transparent. That's President Akufo-Addo. Says, I'm hoping that a level playing field that allows us to elect our next presidential candidate would also bring us a candidate who can unite our party. And release funds to DACF, District Assembly's Common Fund, minority MPs urge government. Then introduce mixed member representation system at the local level. That's Kwesi Jonah saying that. Okay, NACOC bust drug ring through the Narcotics Control Commission.
The NACH what?
Narcotics Control Commission. Has seized about 5,700 kilograms of dried leaves suspected to be cannabis, worth a street value of about 6.84 million Ghana cedis.
Wow.
The seizure was made near Timpoku last Wednesday from a drug syndicate operating in the eastern Greater Accra and Volta regions. Okay, and in regional stories, aftermath of Young Dakpe Imli chieftaincy clashes, stranded victims live in dilapidated structures. And then on the center spread, stakeholders call for strategic plans to end Kayaye. And Vice President hosts Youth Connect to dinner. And NCA to roll out new management system for electronic media. So the National Media Commission has organized a sensitization workshop for 133 successful applicants for radio broadcasting authorization. It was actually under the auspices of the National Communications Authority. And moving on, Shatawale Bishop, 3 others remanded. And private school teachers lament government's laptop policy. That's all in the Daily Graphic. The President initiates measures to resolve Achim Kotoku chieftaincy dispute. And UK government commits £11.6 million pounds to fund green projects. Ghana requires $15.5 billion to implement climate change programs. That's Dr. Free saying that. And there's a Global to invest £3.5 million in Ghana. So Global, one of the world's leading multi-category delivery platforms, will invest £2.5 million in Ghana next year to expand its operations across the country. The co-founder of Global, Mr. Sasha Michaud, has disclosed. So Global is actually already making inroads, and they're going to do a lot more. £3.5 million to invest. Wow. We're going to take over, I guess. President apologizes over Cape Coast Harbour pledge. And Dr.
Are you not going to talk about it?
Because we're going to talk about it extensively on the show.
To just, well, if somebody is maybe listening, and they're going to get in their car and they may not be able to watch.
Okay, so the president has apologized over the Cape Coast Harbour pledge. He says he made a mistake, and, presidents are human and they also make mistakes. So, but he didn't quite say that yet. We're going to give you, I made a mistake, so we're going to give you the harbour. Yeah,
he said they are still going to think about it.
Yeah.
Did he apologize to Baumia?
No.
You see,
why would he apologize?
Why wouldn't he? Because you see, there's some people who don't follow things through to the end. Okay, so president makes a promise, goes into the manifesto. A president decides, assents to the whatever, goes to the manifesto, and then Baumia, comes to talk about it. He becomes the face that's associated with the promise, which was signed off
during the launch of the manifesto.
Yes, which was, but he became the face that was associated with the promise. Then a few years later, the president comes to say, "Nah, fam, didn't promise you this." So in the people's minds, so Baumia was lying.
Yeah.
It's not everybody who will be able to go back and say, "Oh, okay, it was made in the manifesto, so this. So to remove that association from the minds of people, especially those who don't follow the news thoroughly, because if the president, for example, apologized to Vice President Baumia and said, "Oh, I made a mistake, I also apologize to Vice President, because it has made him look." He has made him look Just that apology will probably go further than the whole. I don't know if you get what I mean.
No, but the apology also goes to say that essentially the president is saying, Baumia, I
stand with Baumia. I want an apology. Right. I want an apology for Baumia, especially because of his spoken or unspoken, possible or not possible presidential ambitions. Because it is kind of a killer, if you look at it from a certain perspective.
No, but the president is essentially saying...
The president, he just needs to meet me for coffee or something. Because, I told him that he needed to apologize. Then you apologize, but you don't apologize fully. Then you tell the people that, now we are going to think about whether we will bring you a hat. Did you not think about it the first time? What is that? And then now you are telling people that they should go and build their own classroom blocks. How do you do that? Okay. I'm very, very upset too.
I think at this point, let me just end this.
You should. I can talk about Shatawale.
25% Ghanaians could suffer stroke by 2040. That's the WHO saying that. And that's quite worrying. It says 1 in 4 Ghanaians will suffer stroke in the next 10 to 20 years if nothing is done to control the conditions that induce the ailment. Presently, the WHO estimates that 94,000 people suffer stroke annually in the country. Okay, so... Okay. That's it.
The stroke issue hasn't killed my fire. So what do you think about the whole apology and the thing?
I don't think it goes far enough.
Okay.
Are you happy?
Yes. Very happy.
Because apology itself, I'm not sure what it is that the president is apologizing for.
For forgetting that he made a promise.
Are you sure?
Darling, forgive and forget.
Because he says,
I know that.
Apologize to, but people are saying, okay, a promise was made. And so if you're apologizing to us that what? We're going to...
That I forgot that I made the promise.
Because if you made that, if you apologize and then you come back and you say, okay, but let's have a conversation about it.
You see, it's like you are chasing a woman. And you promise her that, oh, babes, if you marry me, I'll buy you a Mercedes-Benz. Yeah. Then she marries you knowing that she dey come drive Mercedes-Benz. Mm-hmm. Then she comes to you one Friday morning and said, babes, you know you promised that you were going to buy me a Mercedes-Benz. No, I never said that. Oh, I never said that. Then your brother, who was there when, you promised the Mercedes-Benz, says, Charlie, bro, you promised a Mercedes-Benz. Then your husband comes to you and says, babes, I know I promised you the Mercedes-Benz. I'm human. I forgot. But you cried. You need a Mercedes-Benz. Like, did you not say that I should marry you based on the Mercedes-Benz? Why are you now coming to ask me that, do I need a Mercedes-Benz? When you were promising that you were buying me a Mercedes-Benz, did you think whether I needed it or not?
The Mercedes-Benz wasn't the only thing. The Mercedes-Benz wasn't the only thing I promised you. I promised you.
The other things don't matter when this is the one we are focusing on now. I feel duped because I married you based on the fact that I'll be a rich man's wife driving a Mercedes.
Let me put it another way. So this doesn't have to do with one woman. It has to do with, maybe like 20 million women.
But it's a hypothetical.
Wait, so the 20 million women, one of them was promised the Benz.
Do you get that the Benz people, we don't care about the 19.99 other women? Have you seen something like, you are buying me a Benz, I'm supposed to care about the other people. I don't care about what you promise other people. This is what you promised me.
Yeah. But the husband has to take care of everybody else.
I don't care about everybody else.
I can't use all my money to buy you.
Well, you shouldn't have married me.
What will I use to feed the children?
Then you should not have married me. You married me under false pretenses.
I married not just you, so you can go away.
I don't care who else you marry. Is that what he's saying, though? Is he saying that then those people don't matter? Because there's another election coming.
Okay, anyway, let's go on to the rest of the papers.
Okay, all right. Let's move on to the Daily Guide. I'll try and behave myself moving forward. Actually, I won't. Whatever. Shatawale gang boys and pastor cage. So yesterday, Shatawale was at the court, the Accra Circuit Court. His bail hasn't been granted, so he was still in court. And they're going to keep him until next week, October 28th, when the hearing will continue. So what happened was, if you've missed... Actually, I'm not going to do a recap because I do not believe you missed this story. Like, it's been trending. It started with Shatabration, which was his birthday last week or so, and then this has happened as well. But it's interesting. I mean, do you think that Shatta is being kept in custody to really prove a point?
What point would that be?
That, the fact that you're a celebrity doesn't mean that you can get away with pulling stunts like this. I'm
not sure if that's what it is. I can't get into the mind of the prosecutors or whoever is pushing that. But yeah, I feel that, he probably should have been granted bail.
You do? Why?
Yeah, why not? I mean, bail, I don't know what it is that if they grant him bail, he's going to impede investigation. Because usually they say, we'll deny you bail because you're going to interfere with investigations. But I don't see how Shatawale can interfere with the investigations. But anyway, maybe they know something, I don't know. Maybe. They're prosecuting the case. Yeah.
Okay, so Nana, President Akufo-Addo this morning is on a roll. He has thrown another subtle jab at his opponent, John Dramani Mahama, over the thank you tour. So he said on Peace FM, he was asked by the host why he was doing a thank you tour. And the president threw a jab at his predecessor, who he's defeated twice. He said, even people who lost the election are going around thanking people. How much more me? Okay. Yeah.
Do you have a problem with that?
I don't have a problem with that. I mean, it's
you still want to have coffee with the president?
Because I want yeah. Okay, let's move to the international stories. Crowds take to Khartoum streets after call for rival protests. Minneapolis cop gets nearly 5 years in killing of 911 caller. COVID, India administers 1 billion vaccine doses. Wow. Nigeria separatists pleads not guilty to terrorism. Okay, let's go to the entertainment page. Movie against LGBTQ+ to premiere in Accra, Takrade, others on October 23rd. I didn't plan my sex tape leak. That's according to Tiwa Savage. According to her, she didn't do that, indicating she would have done it tastefully if indeed she planned such a thing. She's been trending over the sex tape. I remember that earlier on this month, she preempted the leak by announcing that she was being blackmailed over a sex video featuring her and her lover. Okay, actress Rabi Bray challenges young women and women on the run for converting to Christianity. Oh, that's very interesting. I didn't think that these things still happened. Well, obviously they do. Okay, Annette Danso headlines My Worship, My Sacrifice. Okay, and there's going to be a mass wedding, which is something that Happy FM does. So in February, there'll be the Happy FM mass wedding, yes, on Valentine's Day. It's an all-expense paid wedding, and it's a community investment event that seeks to help couples who want to get married. That's interesting, mass wedding. Anyways, I think that's about it. Let me just do some sports. Kotoko keyed up for season. Oh, Hearts fly out to face Wydad Athletic Club. Tennis Super Cup tourney underway. And Podbe's £300,000 Rolls Royce escapes tree smash. That's it for the Daily Guide.
Okay, do we have time? Okay, let's go through the front page of the Daily Tips. Highlights of Akufo-Addo's interview on Peace FM. And Ukwote has done well. It's President Akufo-Addo saying that Akufo-Addo teases Mahama, even those who lost elections are thanking people. And President Akufo-Addo commissions €20 million Accra compost and recycling plants. That's for the Daily Dispatch. Let's do the Statesman front page. Obi Amwa indicts CSOs in botched referendum on MMDC's election. Akufo-Addo assures level playing field in selecting next MPP flag bearer. And MPP exposes OT chief with Akufo-Addo's unmatched record. All right.
Okay, on the middle page of the Ghanaian Times, President Akufo-Addo rejects claims of abandoning past administration projects. Again, this is very funny. President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has dismissed allegations that his administration has abandoned projects. He described the allegations as vile propaganda by his political opponents to deceive Ghanaians and urged the public to reject them. He said his government had completed roads initiated by previous administrations. Yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, you said all of that. We get that. You said all of that. But how do you still tell somebody who is asking the Minister of Education to come and finish up a classroom block that he should go and finish it himself? I mean, come on. Like, seriously. Anyway, I'm very, very upset with you. I hope that you know that I'm very upset. And this morning, my mind is not for you at all. That's not day for you. Today is International Stuttering Awareness Day, which is interesting. You know, for a very long time, we as Ghanaians have made fun of those who stammer and stutter a lot, you know. But it's actually very difficult, you know, if you have that issue, if you're dealing with it. The confidence even to speak and the confidence, you know, to be around people. So let's be a little bit more, you know, mindful and considerate. Yeah, and considerate of people who stutter and those who stammer. It's not easy at all. Okay. I think I'm going to let you do the finder.
Well, the finder on the front page, 2,000 tons Accra compost and recycling plant, 800 tons, phase 2 commissioned. Stop financial irregularities, Chief of Staff cautions MMDAs. And commercial radio stations in Accra, Kumasi, Takrady to pay 55,080 cedis for license. That's the NCA saying that. I think we should get into the MyJoyOnline. Get to MyJoyOnline and see the stories that are there on the front page. Sure, definitely the president's interview. Okay, so we don't pay our taxes to our flower chief. Ablakwa tells Kufuado. Okay. And
I must say, let me just say that I absolutely agree with. I think that statement, maybe it was said in jest or whatever, but I think it was very, very, very distasteful.
Okay, so are you going to demand another apology for that?
Well, yes, I think so. And not even to, the person who was asking for,
the chief.
The chief was asking for the education minister to come and build, but just that general, feeling of a lack of accountability. Like, how dare a chief, tell the minister, I'm giving you till February to come and fix. And the thing that worries me about this is that sometimes this attitude runs through some of his ministers. And so when you're holding them accountable, there's a certain air of, yeah, well, whatever. Like, you are here to work for us. Do you understand? It's in Africa that we have made being president and ministers like such a glorious thing, like your worshipful master, the president. But you're actually servants. You're
True.
Public servants who are here to work for the people.
True.
And so for you, it may best just be, well, it's a classroom block. Well, hello, it's 50 children who are sitting under a tree, who are being scorched by the sun, who are being, beaten by the rain, whose future are not sure, whilst your children are like chilling in. Like, see, like you don't do that.
Yeah,
you don't do that. Like, you just need to take a chill pill and just stop. Like, stop.
You need to have that coffee with the president.
I'll probably kill him. So no,
maybe
no. I'll probably get so upset, So no, I don't want to have coffee with you anymore. I've changed my mind. But I do want an apology or something. He needs to say something about that.
Yeah, maybe today,
because it was not
on his rounds, he's going to do that. Okay, let's see the other stories on the front page of my on my journal line. Minority file a motion.
Do you think BNI is going to pick me up because I said if I go to coffee with the president, I might probably...
No.
Okay, well, don't come and pick me up. I won't go.
You don't have a choice.
You'll have to carry me.
Okay.
Let's see how well
the
you
other
do
story.
with that.
I made a mistake. Kufuado apologized for Cape Coast.
And then whilst you were apologizing for this, then you make another mistake. What's that? I like you. You and me, we have our thing. But this one, dear.
Complete abandon e-block if you are frustrated. Kufuado tells us.
You see.
Ghana would have been buried if COVID-19 broke under NDC's tenure.
Well, we don't know that. We don't know that.
Shatawale remanded police custody for 1 week.
I'm sure Shatta will release a song about this.
Transportation, no, but he's in custody. He can release a song from custody.
No, I'm saying, I said about this experience. So at some point.
Okay. That's if he comes out.
Yeah, okay.
Transportation fares won't be increased on October 25.
So we should do...
This is rumors.
Okay, never mind.
Court refuses appeal challenging NCA's decision to reduce Joy FM and Asempa FM's coverage area. A medical reportedly arrested for brandishing a gun. Okay, so that's it for my Joy Online.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything anymore. So don't go anywhere. We have the sports coming up after this break. So don't go anywhere. It's still the AM show.